a one-size-fits-all problem, right? I'm I just turned 47 years old. I went to prison when I was 18 years old. It was violent, right? Youngstown is predicated on violence. The history of Youngstown is gangsters, violence, right? Um, so this isn't a new issue that we're dealing with. This is the same issue that we've always had in Youngstown. We we've learned how to handle our differences through violence. So in a holistic aspect, we have to start changing mentalities. In the immediate aspect, we have to start putting putting initiatives together and plans together to curb the violence. And one of the things that I'm trying to do with the support of Darnell and Dion Dowdy and Pat and Guy Burney and the mayor is create a coalition, almost like but not like Guardian Angels. You might be a little too young to know who them were, but but the Guardian Angels, and I'm assuming because you look young, so but the Guardian Angels were a group of people who decided that this was their community and they were going to take their community back. So they would go out and they would be actively visible in the community, helping to mentor kids or curb violence, whatever it took. They was an active part of it, right? It's something like that. We're not going to be the police. The police, we pay taxes for the police to be police, but there's an area in between for people like us, for people like who are at home, who the mom at home who's frustrated, who don't know what to do, who's scared that her son gonna go out and get killed or possibly kill somebody. There's an area in between there that needs to be served, like a grassroots. I go to your home. A friend of mine posted something on Facebook today. I was reading, and he said, we got to start knowing our neighbors. We got to stop being scared of our kids. And a lot of the kids, a lot of the people in the streets don't want to be in the streets. They feel like it's peer pressure. They don't have no other options. No one else cares. It's a lack of male role models. There's a lot of things that goes into addressing what we see and going on in the city. But the goal of the coalition is in concert with United Returning Citizens and SERVE, which is, I had to write it down, the Community Initiative to Reduce Violence, who is headed by Guy Burney downtown, and the citizens of the community to create this a modern version of Guardian Angels. So it's along with other aspects, increased police presence, security for bar owners, and several other things to try to reduce the violence in what they consider high violent or high crime areas, right? So I don't want to say foot patrol because it's not going to be a foot patrol, but for lack of a better term, the foot patrol aspect of it is just one aspect of it. It's like 5 different aspects that we plan on initiating to try to help curb this violence and reduce the violence. But programming, I have a program that we just presented to the courts where we address, it's a cognitive behavior program where we address young men about why they feel it's okay to react violently to whatever the altercation is or difference or situation is. So it's a multifaceted approach to addressing it. Actively being in the community and not just when it's daylight. I have a brother who always says we got to go to the people. We're going to the bars. We're going to be seen. We're going to be active, right? But also trained. This is what I like about the fact that we have the city support, because we're going to be trained in de-escalation, how to see things that a normal person like that. Now we can see it because we from the streets, but the average person might not. They'll be naive to a beef brewing over here just by the way these guys looking at each other, right? So trained in how to spot things and how to de-escalate things before they get started. At the end of the day, my personal vision is to create a sense of protection for people can start coming back out and enjoying their life. You got people who's scared to go anywhere, not just a bar, whether they scared to go anywhere, right? So that's the ultimate goal now, and to try to start to change the mindsets of these young guys that's out here. But we have to be present. We have to be physically present. We can't be scared of them. I don't have children, but these are our children. Like, if you're scared of your child, don't stand a chance. But also we got to be held accountable. So still working out the details of it, how it's going to look, how it's going to be structured, but more importantly, getting the people. So like this Sunday at noon here, I've invited anyone from the community who wants to do something other than talk about it and pray about it. I believe in prayer. I believe prayer is part of it, but I believe in action. Faith without works is dead, right? So at noon on Sunday, we're going to have, I'm hoping it's a huge meeting. And I'm hoping it's with people who, like literally just before you all came, a guy texted me, has great ideas. Absolutely. I met him in prison. He knows what I stand for. He said, man, I want to be a part of this. I'm tired of this. I got some ideas. I'm looking at them. They like awesome ideas, but we need people. We need, I don't want to say bodies. We need people who care about the community, who really care and want to do, not just see, wants to do something about changing what they see. So, so Sunday is really going to be, I guess you would call it a kickoff, because from there we're going to vet people to see who really wants to be a part of this, and then we're going to move forward with it.